welcome to another video of programming in C. In this video, we are going to cover the topics like operator, expression, output function, input function, and at last we will see different example of each of them. We will see the example of operators, expressions, output function, and input function. So let us start with the operator. So what is an operator? It is nothing but it's a symbol. Operator is a symbol which indicates the compiler to perform a particular mathematical or logical function. So in C we have different kind of operators, like we have arithmetic operator, we have relational operator, we have logical operator, we have bitwise operator. Along with them we have assignment operator and some special operators like conditional operator, size of operator, ampersand, star, etc. So as I have mentioned here, arithmetic operators as we have in mathematics, plus, minus, multiplication, division, percentile, and two new operators which I have written here. You can see these things, plus and minus are two new operators, arithmetic operators, which will be introduced in C. So what are those? Plus indicates add by 1 or addition. Minus indicates subtract by 1. We will see in detail, we will see example what is plus, what is minus. Fine. Next we have relational operator. All we know that greater than equal to, smaller than equal to, greater than, smaller than, not equal to, and equal to are the relational operators. In C, for equal to we have to write equal to. That means if you want to check whether two numbers are equal or not, you have to write equal to. I will describe how relation operator is written equal to in the example. Fine. Next, logical operators. And, or, and not are three logical operators which we have. The ampersand is known as logical and. The two bars known as logical or, and the exclamatory mark is known as logical not. Similarly, we have bitwise operator, we have bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise not, and bitwise negation. At last we have the assignment operators, equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to, etc. We will describe, or I will describe each of them in example section. For now, there are different kind of operators in C. They are arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, and assignment operator. Along with them, we have some special operators like conditional operator, size of, ampersand, and star. Fine. Now, after the operators, let us go to the expression. So, expression. So, what is an expression? You can say expression is a formula in which operands are linked to each other by the use of operator to compute a value. That means the combination of operand and operators is known as a expression. Similarly, as we have different kind of operators in C, for each and every kind of operator there will be an expression. Like for arithmetic operators we have arithmetic expression, for relational operators we have relational expression, logical operators we have logical expression, then conditional expression. Fine. Conditional expression for those things we will see what are the conditional expression in our example section. Now at last, in C you can write an operator in three different ways: infix, postfix, and prefix. Examples, as I written, infix, the operator will stand in between the operands. The operator will stand in between the operands. Example, A plus B. It's a infix expression. If it is a postfix expression, the operator will stand after the operands. That means AB plus. Similarly, prefix operation, the operator will stand before the operands. Like example is plus AB. So a single expression can be written in different ways, in three different ways: infix, postfix and prefix. Fine. So for each and every operator type, we have a expression type. Fine. So in detail of expressions, what are the expressions we have? In detail, I will write the examples in the example section at the end of this slide. Fine. So after this, let us go to output function. So what is output? As I mentioned, when we say output, it means to display some data or on screen, print or any file. C programming provides a set of built-in functions to output the data on the computer screen, as well as to save it in text or binary files. And as I earlier mentioned in my videos, in my previous videos, that C have some built-in library functions. So within those built-in library functions, also we have some functions to output our result, or anything if you want to do output, or anything within the program, if you want to show some message to the user, or you want to ask something from the user, whatever may be, if you want to print something on the screen in your program, you need a output function. So basically the output functions which we have: putchar, puts, printf. They are the basic output functions which are very much used in C program. The putchar is used for output for a single character. The puts is used for strings. A string, what is string? It is a set of characters. And printf is a widely used function which can be used for a single character, which can be used for multiple characters, which can be used for a string, also which can be used for a numeric values, and it can be also used for multiple values, multiple type of values also. Fine. So where is printf is situated? Printf is in the stdio.h header file. If you can remember, the first program which we have written, the preprocessor command, contain a header file which we have written stdio.h. In that particular header file, printf is a function for output. It is situated there. So we widely use printf very much. Fine. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a structural program. For everything we have a structure, we have a rule. So similarly, for writing a output function or writing a printf, we also have some rules, or we have some syntax. There is a particular syntax to write a printf function. Fine. So as I mentioned, printf, within the bracket we have to write in double quote whatever may be thing you write inside the double quote, it will be printed or it will be shown into the in the computer screen. Or printf within the bracket, or within the bracket, and again within the bracket we have to write within the double quote the format specifiers, comma, the variable names. I will elaborate describe how to write printf functions in example section. So what is format specifier? See, in format specifier is a thing, or it's a character, you can say, as like we have seen in our previous video, backspace characters or escape characters. Similarly, this is a type of character which give you, or which tells the compiler what type of value is going to be print, or what type of thing that is going to print on the screen. See, if you have a value in your variable and you want to display that value in your screen, you need a format specifier to specify what kind of value you are getting from the variable to print it. Fine. So in what are the format specifiers which we have? We have different format specifiers for different data type. We will see in the example section. So now let us go to the input function section. So as I mentioned earlier, and here also, what is input and what is input function? If you want to give some data or if you want to feed some data to your program, you need an input function. In C, we have some inbuilt input functions, like as we have putchar, we have getchar, as we have putS, we have getS, as we have printf, we have scanf. Same as putchar is used for a single character, so along here also the getchar is also used for single character. As putS is used for string, getS is also used for string. As printf is widely used and it can be used for anything, scanf is also can be used for anything. Fine. Similarly, the stdio.h header file contain the scanf function. Fine. For scanf also we have a rule or we have a particular syntax by which in which we have to write this scanf function. This the syntax is scanf, within the bracket, within the double quote we have to write this format specifier, comma, ampersand and the variable name. That it indicates that what kind of value is going to what kind of variable. Fine. So now let us see different examples of expression, output function and input function. Okay, let us first see what are the expressions which we have. As I mentioned, we have arithmetic operator. So what are the arithmetic operator we have? We have plus, we have minus, we have multiplication, we have division, we have ampersand. Fine. And special one, plus plus and minus minus. Sorry, let it write correctly, minus minus. So if we use these operators to create an expression, that particular expression will be known as a arithmetic expression. Like if we have two values a and b, if we have two values a and b, if we will write a plus b, it's a arithmetic operation as an expression. If we will write a minus b, again it's an arithmetic expression. We can write a multiply b, yes, it's an arithmetic expression. If we can write a divided b, yes, it is also. We can write a ampersand b, yes, it is also. Fine. But the special operators like plus plus and minus minus, it only works on single operand. It's work on single operand. We cannot write a plus plus b. We will write a plus plus, which indicates a is equal to a plus 1. Similarly, we can write b minus minus, which indicates b equal to b minus 1. These are the two special operators which we have in C, which is plus plus and minus minus. Plus plus indicates plus 1, minus minus indicates minus 1. Fine. Then after the arithmetic we have relational. Fine. So as we have different kind of operators, like if we have such as we have less than, equal, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Fine. And we have equal to, equal to. Similarly, this equal to is a special operator in this, but in the C. Fine. So we can write this, we can write this also, we can write this also, we can write this also, we can write this also. Also we can write equal to B. Fine. So what is this equal? Actually when you write a equal to b, it indicates if a equal to b or not. That means the value of a is equal to the value of b or not. At that time we have to use equal to equal to. We cannot use this single equal to in our C program for conditional expression. Fine. Similarly, as we have and, or, not, we can write a and b. We can write a and b. We can write a or b. We can write a not b. Also we have bitwise and, bitwise or, XOR, negation or not. We can write a and b, a bitwise and b. We can write a or b. We can write a XOR b. We can write not a not b. Fine, these are the normal things which we already know about this. So these are the not new things. So these are different kind of expressions which we have. And at last we have some special expressions like we have plus equal to, we have minus equal to, we have multiply equal to, we have divide equal to. Fine. So what are those things? If I will write a plus equal to b, a plus equal to b, so what it indicates? It indicates a equal to a plus b. Fine. If you will write a minus equal to b, what it will indicate? It will indicate a equal to a minus b. Fine. Similarly, a into equal to b, which indicates a equal to a into b. Fine. These are the special expressions which we have in C. Fine. So after the expression, operator and expression, now we can write expressions. Now we know the operator. So let us see how to write output function and how to write input functions. Okay, let us see now output function. As I earlier mentioned, we have different output functions, like we have putchar, we have puts, we have printf. Fine. So putchar is used for single character, puts is used for multiple characters or a string. Printf can be used for single character, multiple character or numeric values. Fine. So basically we mostly or widely we will use printf functions. Fine. So let us see how to write printf function. As I already mentioned, as it is a structured programming language, for everything we have a syntax, where we have a structure. So to write a printf also we have a structure. Fine. So the first one is, if you want to print some message on your computer screen, there will be no value, there is no concept of variable, etc. You want to only print a message on your computer screen. So the format is, or the syntax is, printf bracket start, within the double quote, whatever maybe you write here. At last semicolon is compulsory. This particular semicolon here, it's compulsory. The thing whatever maybe you write inside these two double quotes will be printed on your computer screen. Fine. So if I will write printf, within double quote I will write my name. So in my output screen, this particular address will be outputted. Fine. So this is the syntax type 1. If you want to print some values, like we have variables, if you want to print some values of variable, so we have printf. Within the double quote you have to write the format specifier, comma, the variable names, bracket, and at last we have to give the semicolon. Fine. So example, if we have a integer variable a, b and c, and those variables will have the data like a equal to 2, b equal to 3 and c equal to 5. Fine. And we want to print those values to the computer screen. We can write here printf within the double quote ampersand b ampersand b ampersand b d double quote and comma a b c semicolon. Fine. If you can't see, I can write again. Okay, let me write here printf within the double quote ampersand d ampersand d ampersand d double quote and comma a comma b comma c bracket and at last semicolon. So this particular function, what tells to the compiler? It tells to the compiler to print 3 integer value of a, b and c. So for compiler, the %d is a integer. For compiler, %d is a integer. So this particular statement will print the values which is inside a, b and c variable. Fine. So %d is a format specifier. So we have for integer, the %d is the format specifier. For character, %c is the format specifier. For float, %f is the format specifier. For double, not d, we have %lf for double. Fine. If you want to print these kind of values using a printf function, you have to mention your format specifier. If you will not mention your format specifier, it will not give you the data, or it will not print the value which is inside your variable. If you have a character variable, you have to write the %c. If you have a double, you have to write %lf. If you have a float value, you have to write %lf. If you have an integer, you have to write the %d. Fine. And this particular syntax or format you have to remember. You cannot forget this, because for each and every time we need this, because printf is a function which is very widely used. Fine. Then after printf, the input functions, as I mentioned, as like output functions, we have input functions like we have getChar, getAs, scanf. Fine. GetChar is for single character, to take input single character. GetAs to take input a string or multiple characters. And scanf, we can take input any value. It can be a single character, it can be multiple character, it can be an integer, it can be a float, it can be a double value. Fine. So that is why we widely use scanf function. So what is the syntax for scanf function? We have to write scanf bracket start double quote start. You have to write the format specifier, double quote and comma. You have to write your variable names along with starting with ampersand. That means ampersand variable name, bracket and semicolon. Remember, semicolon is compulsory. If you will not give semicolon, it will give you error. Fine, semicolon missing. So let us write an example. If we have int a, we have one integer variable named as a. So if we want to give some value or store some value within a, we have to write scanf bracket start. As it is a integer value, for integer value we have format specifier %d. You have to write %d double quote and comma. The variable name is a, so we have to write ampersand of a, bracket and semicolon. So what it indicates? It indicates accept. It tells to the compiler that accept a value from the user which is a integer type to a integer type variable named as a. So what is ampersand of a? It indicates address of a variable. Address of a variable. Ampersand of a, when you write ampersand of a, it indicates address of variable named as a. So the compiler will know that yes, I have to accept some value from the user and have to store that value in the address here. So what is the address? Address of the variable a. The ampersand mark indicates address. Fine. So like this we can write the input function scanf. So scanf and printf are two input functions which are very widely used, and those two functions are in the header file stdio.h. Fine. Every time we have to write stdio.h in our preprocessor command. So before starting the processing of your compiling or executing of your program, the preprocessor command will tell to the compiler to include the stdio.h header file, because the both functions printf and scanf are inside the stdio.h header file. Fine. So as we completed all the things, all the basic thing, like we have completed the variable, we have to complete the constant, operators, expressions. Fine. From in next class we will do some program, some basic small programs in C, where I will tell you the algorithm of that particular program. We will do the flowchart of that problem, and after algorithm and flowchart we will see how to write the program in compiler, as we are using the compiler dev C++. As I seen, as I saw you earlier in the first program, we have written a small program. So in next class we will do some 4 to 5 program, very simple, very easy programs. After that we will go for some tough programs and new concepts in C. So thank you for watching this video. Do like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you.